The following is intended for mature audiences only. Discretion is advised.
The Nantucket Nights is proud to present the comedy of Jackie Flynn!
Thank you very much. So, nice to be here. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, and yeah, thank you. I live in Hollywood, California now, which is weird, because I grew up, on Earth, pretty much. Like Hollywood. A lot of homeless there in Hollywood. You guys have a lot of homeless where you live? Yeah. You give them money? All right. Fuck them. Any way you want to go, I guess. I give them money unless I think they got homes. I mean, some of these people are full of shit. They dress better than you are. You ever get that guy, you got $1? Yeah. Is that an Armani suit you're wearing? Here's an extra couple of bucks. You're going to have to get that dry cleaned. I like to steal their thunder. I see him coming. I see him coming. I see the homeless guy coming. I'm like, you got $1? They're like, shit. I was just going to ask you. Yeah, you got to get them before they get you. You got to out-homeless the homeless guy. Trying to save you a couple of dollars. And who's the guy at the gas station that's always out of gas? You ever see this guy? He's been there for like a month, filling up. You still here, huh? Yeah, I got a big tank. He's homeless. I see him lurking around the pumps. You pull him with your car. He kind of sidles over to you. Hey, you mind helping me out? I'm just trying to get out of town. Down a couple bucks. Need a couple of gallons. Couple bucks, couple of gallons. When'd you run out? In 74? No, I'm not even homeless. Just a guy. Oh, yeah, where's your car? Oh, it's around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. He's take it with me when I fill up. And I'm a sucker. I always give money. Are you like me with the homeless? Do you ever think this? When I see the homeless guy, you know what I think? I think it might be God testing me. I'm looking at the homeless guy. Guy's got a beard. Could be Jesus. I'd hate not to get into heaven over a friggin' buck. You get to the pearly gates, God's there. Hey, remember me from that Exxon station? That was you? Shit! I mean Christ. I mean God. I mean you. I'm never gonna get in here. That'd be my sign if I was homeless. I'd have a sign that says, I could be God. Just saying. Don't judge a fucking book. All right, I wouldn't be swearing if I was God. Or maybe I would. Who am I going to get in trouble with? I'm God. Hey, God, take it easy with the swearing. Shut up, I'm God, for Christ's sakes. Sorry, Jesus. Taking my own kid's name in vain over here. Breaking my own commandments. How do I give a shit? I'm God. Do what I want. And who's the guy in the bathrooms, in the nightclubs? You ever see these guys? The bathroom attendants, they work on tips. They get the cologne, and the gum, and the candy, and the mints when you walk into the bathroom. They're like ambitious homeless guys, I think. They just showed up. Hey, this bathroom isn't taken. I think I'll set up my sundry shop right here. You got to tip them. They put pressure on you to tip them. You walk into the bathroom, what do? They turn the faucet on for you. Hey, thanks. I could have never done that on my own. Would you like some paper towels? You got me again. My hands are soaking wet, you little mind reader. I'm going to fucking tip him. You got to tip him. He's got a basket of bills he puts on the counter for you to tip him. He strategically places the basket, right, guys? So you have to trip over the thing to get into the bathroom. He's got $10 of bills on top of the basket that you know and I know he put there himself. I mean, who's the guy giving $10? That was the best crap I ever took. Here's $10. You run a hell of a shit house, you know that? There's an extra $5. I like it down the place. You ever think of franchising? Because I don't see you running just one of these, Stinky. Can I call you Stinky? I don't have any singles on. I'm not going to sit there and make change in the bathroom. I didn't know there was going to be a transaction going on, I'm like, I don't have any cash. He's like, that's all right, I take PayPal. You can Venmo me. So I put like some change in, head towards the door. Stinky gives me one of these, trying to make it feel bad. He's like, just loud enough for me to hear him. Look at him using the paper towels and everything. Not even tipping. And I felt bad. Then I realized, fuck him, he works in a bathroom. I'm getting shit from Toilet Boy. Ooh, I've disappointed the keeper of the crapper. How can I go on? Before you know it, Dumpster Man will be mad at me. I'll give you $1 to wash my hands. I'll give you $5 if you wash my ass, maybe. Start earning some money. I had a burrito the other night that didn't quite agree with me. I've got a $10 bill for an ambitious young fella. Have a look at this, would you, kid? Oh, this is a big job. I'm gonna need my ass rake. I gotta go back to my truck for that. Sometimes I take these jokes a little too far. That might have been one of them. The hell is an ass rake? I have no idea. It's like I got my own caddy back there. Get my number 3 rake, would you? And I think I'm gonna need a canary. Yeah, you see him though, he's got the gum and the candy and the mints. Why stop there? Why not open up a friggin' deli while you're at it? I want a nice tuna sub. Go ahead, you take a shit, I'll make you a sandwich. I got gloves on, don't worry about it. I got an A rating. It's like a farm stand in these places. You walk in, the guy's got like beef jerky and tomatoes and corn. Are those Bing cherries? I like to hang around the bathrooms in my spare time. Not in a weird way. Well, like there's any other way to hang around the bathroom in your spare time. Yeah, go by the urinal in between flights. Got a couple hours to kill, guys, and hang there at the urinal. And then when a stranger goes to pee, guys know this, but ladies, there's always like a little divider partition between your urinal and the other guys for some privacy, a little saver, you know. So I like to have a stranger peeing, and I lean over, tapping on the wall, going, "Don't you hate these things?" You can't even see another fellow's cock. Or I wait for a stranger to walk in, and I look at him and go, "Ooh, are you my 1030? Yeah. And watch him back right up. "No, I don't even have to pee. I just came in for some peaches." Yeah. Remember from the farm stand? Stay with me. Well, so just in Vegas working. You guys, you gamble? You go to Vegas? Woo! Yeah, anybody win? No, nobody wins. It's out there playing blackjack. You play that friggin' Satan's game? Is it me, or do blackjack dealers pull cards out of their ass to beat you? What do we need, a 6? Here you go, sorry, 21 again. Oh, a 14 card 21, isn't that something? Oh, you little fucking mother. I was so mad, I was swearing at the dealer, cursing at the table. You can't swear at the table in Vegas. Who knew? Pit boss comes over, "Excuse me, sir, it's a very classy establishment here in Vegas. You can't really swear at the table and carry on, really. There's no swearing." "Oh, there's no swearing, but I can drink for free, right? Until my liver falls out of my ass. Yeah, gamble away my inheritance, throw a rock in any direction, hit a titty bar, but no swearing. Yeah, let me remove the hooker from my lap, and then we'll continue. I won't want to offend anybody's sensibilities here in Sodom and Gomorrah. The guy next to me's been snorting lines off the cocktail waitress's ass all night, but I'll make sure I don't do anything outlandish, like swear." Yeah, all of a sudden, I'm the asshole. All right, maybe it wasn't all of a sudden. Not a good gambler. I lose every time I gamble. Doesn't matter what, on a football game or a horse. I bet a horse a while back. You know you're not a good gambler when the horse you bet on comes out of the gate wearing a corrective shoe on one hoof. Ooh, I didn't see that. Come on, Gimpy. Yeah, I know. You think the name would have gave it away. Your whole attitude changes at the casino, right? And I actually like the horse racing, by the way. Do you like the Kentucky Derby and the Triple Crown? Yeah, that Triple Crown was won like twice in the last, 6 years. Before that, it was like 30 some odd years before it was won. Quite a feat to win the Triple Crown. And when those jockeys, when they won the Triple Crown, they must have felt like they were like 5 foot tall, you know? I love when the jockey does that little victory lap. You know, when he finishes the race, he gets up on the horse and he goes back in front of the grandstand and takes in all the applause. Crowd goes crazy. He's got his riding crop in his hand, pumping his fist. It gives you goosebumps. I thought it must be unbelievable to be that jockey for that moment in time. And then I thought, not really worth living your whole life as a fucking elf for, though, you know? All right, you want to get back up to the North Pole and get some toys cranking. Come on, you had your little fun there, Skippy. I like to kid the jockeys. Speaking of the North Pole, I used to date a woman that lived in the North Pole. I did for this next joke. Yeah, she lived in the North Pole and she had a summer house in Antarctica, the South Pole. It was fucking nuts. Oh, bipolar. That's a quality joke. That's a quality joke and I'm sticking with it. Not a lot of you comedians doing the bipolar jokes. Just me. Yeah. But Vegas, your whole attitude changes in the casino. You walk around saying, "I'm not doing bad. I'm up to being down only 300. I should be down 1,000 by now. Technically, I'm winning." Vegas, pretty good gig for a comedian. You know, the money's all right, but by the time you get done with all the whoring around and blowjobs, I end up making like twice as much. You should have seen your faces. Ooh, he's the one doing that. That's gross. So it's really nice to be here, though. It's really nice to be anywhere, really, with the pandemic and all that, right? I mean, Jesus. As a comedian, I didn't work for almost a year. Watching so much television, right? I mean, did you watch a lot of binging stuff? All these shows, Netflix calling up your buddies. What's good? What should I watch? I just finished all of Pornhub, which a little longer than I thought, and weird in spots, but overall pretty good. You got to stick with it. Watching all these TV shows with the wife. Do you watch all the house whores of Beverly Hills or whatever the fuck they are? The despicable women in these shows. It's just unbelievable. The Bachelor, do you watch that? Bachelorette? Yeah, I gotta watch that with the wife. Yeah, and the host got to come out and grind the whole show down to a halt. Ladies, this is the final rose. Yeah, we can fucking add. We see there's one on the stool there. We know that. I think they should have a different, type of bachelor. They should have like they do the bachelor editions like the Bachelor in Paradise. They should have some fat, schlebby, balding, pimple-faced rich guy, Rolex, just oozing money, and have all these young babes vying for his attention. Call it, Bachelor Sugar Daddy edition. Who wants to go to college? Who needs an apartment in the city? Whatever girl can raise my belly far enough up to blow me will win the keys to the castle. This is the final cock. So I can get behind that show. Yeah, The Bachelor, though, with all the girls crying, like my wife, the poor thing, they get sent home after 3 weeks. Oh, I love him. You've known him for 3 weeks. He's banging 4 other chicks. How the fuck can you love him? The harder they cried, the more I laughed. So, I'm getting old. Starting watching these commercials now, the drug commercials. They start all having meaning to me. Have you watched it? You think you have these diseases? I'm like a hypochondriac. I don't need to see all this shit. Yeah, I think I got mesothelioma now. I think that's my... Yeah, I'm waiting for the book. Get the meso book. Read up. Maybe you can sue someone. Maybe you got a bad mesh. I got a fucked up mesh, Bill. I'm going to sue someone. Put it in backwards. Peeing out my ass. And they have all these horrible... I don't want to say I'm a hypochondriac, but I've had a pap smear. Very painful. Mammogram was no day at the beach either, I'll tell you that. But the horrible things, the Stellaria, have you seen that? Like for instance, Stellaria and all the different things that might happen. Do not take Stellaria, could cause rapid heartbeat, or fainting, or high blood pressure, or death. Yeah, check with your doctor to see if it's right for you. Hey, doc, how about the death one? Should I give it a whirl? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Oh, yeah, death, you're right. You got a head cold. I'm gonna die? Yeah, only a couple of people died, you'll be fine. Death. They get all the horrible side effects like Zoloft, the antidepressant, the disclaimer, and the side effects include insomnia, hair loss, impotence, diarrhea. I'm thinking I'd rather be fucking depressed. This is great. I can't get it up. I can't fall asleep. My hair's falling out. I shit my pants, but at least I'm chipper. I got that going. Because, with Zoloft, you don't really mind walking around with a load in your pants. It's almost as if it's not even there. And I never chafe. And I feel good about things. That should be the commercial. Just a guy like this Zoloft. I like it. Kind of. Then they have all the horrible allergic reactions. Do not take Stellaria if you're allergic to carbon dioxide sulfite or monoglutamate, blah, 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 blah. You think I would have had a couple of these terms worked out ahead of time, but not me. At the end, it actually says, do not take Stellaria if you're allergic to Stellaria. Who's the morning saying, last time I took it, my head swelled up like a pumpkin and I had to stab myself in the neck with an EpiPen, but what are the odds of me being allergic to it twice? Moron. Then they get that other one, that garlic. Have you seen this shit? The garlic, the natural cholesterol lower with the power of garlic. Garlic. Yeah, you've seen that. You know what their claim to fame is? It says it's the #1 pharmacist recommended brand. Couldn't even get a doctor to sign off on this shit. What gives a shit with the pharmacist thing? What about the Walmart greeter? What does he think of it? Should I take it? 4 out of 5 Walmart greeters think you should take garlic. And we get do we have enough of the yeast infection commercials? And who's that lady that Monostat 7 doesn't work for? She comes out on national TV, can't wait to tell everybody about her personal hygiene. When Monostat 7 and gyne-lotrimin don't work, I get Vagisil for that deep down itch. When you feel like sitting on a table saw? Just take care of it. I don't want to hear it. I think they're making these diseases up as they go so they can sell you shit. You had a yeast infection. Yeah, we thought it was a paprika rash originally, but no. What the hell is a yeast infection? Can a guy get a yeast infection? That'd be a horrible thing to get if you're a guy, unless you're like a baker. Hey, Mike, we're all out of yeast. No, we're not. I'll handle this. Shut that door. Where's my cake decorator? I'll rise all these cakes. Just give me a little room, fellas. I never made a cake I couldn't rise with my trusty yeast wand. Just keep them coming by me, Larry. Ooh, look at that one come up. Ooh, a pound cake. I love my job. Don't worry about me, fellas. I'll lock up later. I got to fill a case of Twinkies yet. You know, my mother is so proud of me. You know, she comes to the show. Here he is. He's doing his yeast joke again. Here's the part where he bangs the pies. 4 years of college. Pound cake. What marketing genius came up with that name? Pound cake. Is it fattening? You tell me. It's fucking pound cake. How about the fat fuck pie? Is that going to be caloric? Yeah. You have the fat-free fat fuck? Yeah. How about the lard-ass cake? How many calories in that? Oh, the low-fat lard-ass, yeah. Give me 2 of the fat-free fat fucks and 1 of the low-fat lard-asses, and I'll be on my way. Yeah, that's 2 of the fat-free fat fucks. Watch the infomercials. You watch these? Yeah. I like the infomercials. I don't like the host or stuff. I like the products. You know, they always have the host, though, have to ask those like bullshit questions of the product guy. You know, when they're in the kitchen just hanging around with the studio lights, cameras, and a blender that the guy's selling. She has to ask the stupid leading questions of the product guy. Now, Bob, your blender has the top on it. Ladies, how many times you're at home, you're looking for the top, you can't find it. His top comes with the top, on top of the top. You know, they cut to the studio audience all clapping like a bunch of trained seals, all excited about a blender. You know, the overacting. It's got a switch. And if you act now, we're going to slash the 4th payment. You know that phony baloney bullshit payment we're not going to charge you? I'm not even going to charge you. Just 3 payments of $4,844. And pay shipping and handling for another $3,840. Shipping and handling. Who are they kidding? Isn't handling part of shipping? I'll pay shipping, but I'm not going to pay handling. All right, we're going to kick your package all the way to your house. Hire a bunch of soccer players. Don't anybody touch it. He didn't pay handling. You know? Shipping and handling. My wife's pissed at me. Go figure. Yeah, she wanted to spice it up after years of marriage. You ever get that, guys, from the wife? Let's change it up. Let's spice it up. Let's keep it fresh. So I put a roofie in her drink. Yeah, thanks to Bill Cosby to make it a comeback, you know? Yeah, it worked like a charm. My wife was out in like 5 minutes flat, and I banged her friend. And everybody thinks because I'm a comedian and an actor in movies and a television show, I must have married a trophy wife, and I didn't. You know, my wife's, she's more like kind of like a participation certificate, really. You know, okay, more like a plaque wife. Good kid. She hates this joke. I tell it every show. You know, when she's not here, I'm not nuts, you know. Get my ass kicked. Yeah, she wants to role play. That's her big kick now. Let's role play. Let's change it up. Let's pretend we're different people. That's how the neighbors keep it fresh, Jack. They role play. Matt and Paige, they role play. They do, Jack. They do. Go ahead. You pretend you're somebody else. Pretend you're a completely different person. Sorry, I don't pretend I'm a happily married man. No, ass face. That's what's going to happen. You're going to come home some night, and you're going to pretend you're a traveling salesman. Try to sell me some stuff. I'll answer the door. I'll be dressed scantily clad in some sexy lingerie, and we'll see what happens. We'll role play. Maybe I'll invite you in. I said, good, because I already fucking live here. A couple days go by, I call her up. All right, I'm on my way home. I get scantily clad. I got some shit to sell you. I get to the door, I ring the buzzer, she answers. She's dressed in some beautiful Victoria's Secret lingerie with a push-up bra and a garter belt, fishnet stockings, high heels, the whole 9 yards. I'm standing there with a vacuum cleaner. I said, hi, ma'am, could I interest you in this lovely vacuum? It's got a couple different switches and hoses and speeds. She says, you know, I'm not really interested in a vacuum, if you know what I mean. I said, oh, I get you. How would you like to fuck my brains out? And my 2 friends, she freaks out, totally humiliating me in front of my manager and my brother. How am I the asshole? You're the one that wanted to role play. Guys, it's not going to happen today. She doesn't know what she wants. You know? Women. There's no pleasing. And I know I got 3 daughters. Anybody else got all girls like me? Know my special brand of horror? No? No guys with girls? Yeah? How many you got? 3, 4? Yeah. Oh, wow, that many. Yeah. Where are you coming from? Like a chair camp or an American Girl doll store or a dance recital? Dance recitals. Have you been to these? That's a little slice of heaven, huh? 200 different individual routines from 3-year-olds, a minute and a half each routine. My kids are always number 180th. You know, there's nobody left in the auditorium. People are filing out left and right. Where do you think you're going? I sat through your spastic daughter's routine. Watch My Little Princess. American Girl doll. Have you been to the American Girl doll store? How much is a doll now? What a racket this is. American Girl, like $150. Last time I had to get a cash out refi to buy one. An American Girl doll hospital, the kid screws the doll up, you bring it in there for a copay, an HMO, they'll straighten it out. Haircut place, American Girl doll haircut. Guess how much for a doll's haircut? Anybody? Yeah, like $60. I took it to Supercuts, saved $30. Do you have any idea how much it costs to put one of these dolls through college? I got one in rehab, another one's not talking to me, wants to move in with her boyfriend. Told my wife it's cheaper to have another kid. Yeah, the daughters there, they're just, they're little slobs too, the girls. Guys, you think you're dirty? You should see my daughter's bedroom. I walked in one daughter's room, there was a fucking seagull in there. This one. Stay out. So, getting old, we're all getting old. My rock stars are getting old. How about that? All your heroes, right? How old are they now? In their 80s? Rolling Stones, right? The Who? Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Remember them? They're back together again. They're on tour. They're a lot older now. They had to change their name. Their new name is Shit, Piss, and Drool. So, they're a lot older. So I just got back from performing over there for our troops. Thank you. Yeah. It's a little bit that I can do to give back, my time. Not over in Afghanistan, but at the local Boy Scouts, Troop 87, Those scouts, they love the comedy, don't they? Don't kid yourselves. Oh, you thought I meant Afghanistan. Fuck, that's dangerous. What, do I look like a hero? Get the guy behind me the other night driving. You ever get the guy behind you with the high beams on, burning the back of your head? Just like, what do? You slow down, you end up going by, let him go by you, and you get it right up in his ass. Put your high beams on. See how he likes it for a minute, Mr. High Beam Head. Sure enough, he slows down, and I'm going by him again. He ends up right behind me again. Puts his on again. The blue ones. And I lost, so I'm in jail. Thought it was a ski wreck. Cops are driving me crazy. They're never there when you need them. Don't get me wrong, they're overworked, they're underpaid, but we don't have enough cops, am I right? I mean, hypothetical, if you're in your car, right, say getting robbed by a crack addict, is there a cop there right that second? No, but the second you're in your car getting blown by a crack addict, woo! I'm sick of it. Maybe I'm opening up too much. My buddy's an idiot. My buddy, God bless him, he tried to kill himself, and he failed, thankfully, for his family. He locked himself in his car in the garage, put everything down, windows up, put a hose in there, all that, and sat there for hours. Thankfully, he owns a Tesla. Dummy. A little bit about me. I don't eat anything all natural. All this 100% natural, all natural, Whole Foods is natural. I don't eat all that natural shit. Do you realize how many people in this country die every day of natural causes? You're gonna get me with that natural shit. My wife's giving the dog natural shit now. You get all this newfangled dog food. Yeah, my dog too. It's like I don't get any joy out of feeding my dog. When you give him snacks or treats, how you give him, and you have a couple in your hand and you give him one, and he knows you have more in your hand, so what does he do? He doesn't just eat it and enjoy it, he just kind of goes, because he's afraid he might miss out on the ensuing treat. I'm ready. No, I'm not, I'm done eating. I get nothing out of it. Just once I'd like to give my dog a treat and have him go oh. You get nothing out of it with the dogs. World's gone crazy, boy, I'll tell you that. With all these different sects and people and different... Now there's women that are, they call polyamorous. Have you heard about this? Yeah, polyamorous. They're married, but they sleep with other guys, and their husband's cool with it, whatever. They didn't have that growing up, right? We had whores, I think it was called back then. I didn't know. Actually... Polyamorous shit. Polyamorous. Sounds better, I guess, It's polyamorous. So I was up in San Francisco working, and they put me up in a hotel. You know how you do that, guy, traveling, a lot of comedians do. They always put you up and give you a hotel room. I check in, what kind of room do you want? I said, I'll take one with 2 queens. So I'm in there with these 2 cross-dressers, They got me dressed up like Tootsie. I knew I should have taken the one with the 2 twins. Don't even ask me about the king. It was a long evening. Things drive you crazy. I had a weird week. Got in a fight the other night with a guy in a wheelchair. Yeah, he started it, I'm not an asshole. I won. Yeah, got in a fight over a parking spot. Yeah, I caught him trying to park on one of our spots. I'm trying to pretend like he can walk. He wasn't holding on to the car. He wasn't fooling me. He got plenty of your own spots over there, Ironsides. I'm kidding. I didn't get in a fight with a guy in a wheelchair, all right? It was a woman. But, she was big and scary. Not trying to make fun of people physically challenged, so don't go writing any friggin' letters. Have you been to the mall? It drives you crazy. You can't park anywhere. Sweating your ass off, looking for a spot right down front. You can park the whole wheelchair Olympics and their friends. Where are they? They never take advantage. Have you seen the bathrooms they get? It's like a racquetball court they give them. And who are the people that get that combination wheelchair little motor scooter? They call them larks. They go like 4 miles an hour. Are these people all disabled? I think a lot of them are lazy shits, I'll be honest. I was thinking if I was disabled and I had one of these things, why have it go 4 miles an hour? Why'd have it souped up to go, 94 miles an hour? What's the worst that can happen? I'm already disabled. You get into an accident, shit, I still can't walk. How do you like that? What's the worst that can happen? I broke my useless legs of all the fucking luck. Live a little, maybe you'll fix yourself. Hear about Mike? He slammed into a wall. Yeah, he can walk again. Must have jarred something loose. So I'm going to hell pretty much, huh? Don't worry, you can't go to hell just for listening. Well, don't quote me on that. Guys all alone in hell with me. That damn comic, I knew it. One lousy show, we're all down here with Hitler. You ever do this? You ever say a word over and over again until it loses its meaning? You go right out of your mind, you keep saying it after a while, doesn't make any sense to you? Like towel. 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 Is that it? Towel. Towel? I dry off with a towel. You can't even spell it after a while. You become completely illiterate. Towel, towel. Ah! I don't even have a joke for this. I just don't know what happens. A friend of mine is illiterate. My friend cannot read or write. Nice guy, but I always kick his ass in Scrabble. Probably shouldn't tell that joke. Nowadays, you got to be so politically correct and watch what you say. I'm liable to get in trouble with some group, organization, like, I don't know, the Illiteracy Coalition or something. They'll end up boycotting my show. They'll be out front organizing a big picket line with signs that read, how come they keep going in? Maybe I misspelled it. How many sevens are in boycott? Yeah. World's gone nutty. Lots of stuff going on. All these religions and cults, and, right? I mean, they got Tom Cruise joined that church. What do you call that? Scientology, which is a religion created by anybody know? L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, I asked the other night, some guy in the crowd was like, scientists? I laughed for 10 minutes. L. Ron Hubbard, science fiction writer, creates a religion called Scientology, and people join up. Hey, whatever gets you through tonight, as long as you're not killing each other, I don't give a shit what you believe. I can't make fun of anybody. I'm Catholic. We got some shit to work out. Yeah. Catholic Church has a new slogan. I think it's abstinence makes the church grow fondlers. I think that's the one we're going with now. I think I'm going to get kicked out of the Catholic Church for that line. It's all right. A little disillusioned. I wish you could see your faces. He's not right. I don't know. Yeah, all these, and who's to say what religion you should listen to? They all have their own merit, I mean, do you listen to Moses from, Mount Sinai, or Buddha from Tibet, or Jesus from Nazareth, or L. Ron Hubbard from behind the wheel of his cigarette boat? I'm amazed we get kids to believe in religion. How do we get kids to believe? How many times we jerk them around? We start off with what, the tooth fairy? What do you mean, there's no tooth fairy? No, it's just me and Mom. I got all your fucking teeth. I can show you. What? Oh, but there's an Easter bunny, right? No, he doesn't even have any thumbs. How's he going to carry all the baskets? Come on, you're smarter than that. There's Santa Claus, right? Because he got the elves to help? Not so much. But there's God? Oh, yeah, there's God. Why would we lie? I watched that documentary on the Heaven's Gate cult the other day. Did you see that? Remember the Heaven's Gate cult? That they thought the comet was hiding behind the UFO was behind the Hale-Bopp comet. The 39 imbeciles, they drank the poison, cut their testicles off to the spaceship. 39 adults. How do you get 39 adults to agree to do something so completely insane? I can see 2 idiots getting together. Want to get together, drink the poison, cut our balls off, catch a spaceship? Yeah! How do you get 39 adults all on the same page? Yeah, we heard about your cult. We think you guys are right. There's a comet that's hiding the UFO, right? We think that. Yeah. And we signed up with you guys. You drink the poison. I like that right off the bat. Who's ever idea that? Then we cut our balls off, I understand. Is that true? Excellent. Now, Do we get to cut our own balls, or do you have an actual ball cutter that handles the ball cutting? Okay, you guys have all the fun. Then we get the new Nike sneakers. Don't forget, it's part of the whole party fun pack. And then off to the spaceship. I got 38 friends. Can't wait to sign up. I mean, whose idea was it to cut their balls off? Was that just some guy chiming in? Mike, you want to add something? Yeah, I was thinking. Maybe we should cut our balls off before we catch the spaceship. You're always thinking. That's why I bring them to the meetings. Finally, somebody's starting to make some fucking sense around here. You can't write this shit. Science is exciting, though. They're going to reverse the aging process, they think, with all the stem cell research, right? You can grow your own organs, new kidney or liver if you need it. Your body won't reject it because it's made with your own cells and tissue. There's going to be abuses of this. People are going to, like a black market, people are going to go, I want to grow a new dick. You know, there'll be dick farmers. What do you do? My wife and I, we have a small working dick farm. Yeah, she'll be right in. She's out jerking off the back 40. She's tireless. If I had 5 more like her, just rows and rows of cocks as far as the eye can see, majestically swaying in the breeze. You should see it in the fall when the testicles drop. It's glorious. Halloween, we have a dick maze. People love it. We had a guy from Provincetown get lost in there for a week last year. It's Christmas time, cut your own dick down. Go ahead, get a good one, Billy. Hey, Dad, can we get an 8-footer? Oh, that's a lot of dick for the front room, Bobby. All organic, no GMOs, right from farm to mouth. Somebody stop me. You ever get directions from people? They give you useless information you don't need to know. Hey, how far is it? Well, as the crow flies, it's 8 miles. Thanks. How far would it be if I was an East Asian chinchilla monkey running as fast as I can? How would it take 10? How far is it as the beaver swim? Say it was a beaver family swimming upstream, right? One of my beaver kids, I don't know, snapped the flipper. How long would it take? I got a 3-legged cat. What kind of journey is he going to have? How about the blind squirrel? What kind of trip can he look forward to? I got a cocker spaniel that walks backwards, you know, spitting nickels. What's his ETA just ballpark? How long would it take if I just saddled up a long-winded prick like yourself and rode you to Hawaii? How would that be? You silly son of a bitch. What the hell's wrong with you? You ever get that one? How far is it? You mean from here? No. Why don't you hike me into the woods for 3 or 4 miles, get me really lost, flatten my tires, put some sugar in my gas tank, and then I'll be on my way. Or how far is it? Well, it depends on who you ask. How about you, just for shits and giggles? You know, I was talking to you. I don't really have time for a poll, Clem, you daffy bastard. People are idiots. We never update these expressions. My buddy got a new car. He's like, oh, you got to check out my new ride. It's got all the bells and whistles. I'm like, really? Bells and whistles, huh? What is it, a sleigh? Like, bells and whistles. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's the one that's driving me nuts. Is that our benchmark now, 2022? Sliced bread? You've heard that expression. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Really? How about Netflix, just off the top of my head? You know, maybe the COVID vaccine. How about fake tits? I can live with that. Sliced bread down here, fake tits up in this area, I'm thinking. Sliced bread. People are so stupid. I was skiing last winter. People always say this. I was skiing last winter. Somebody broke their leg skiing. And invariably, when somebody breaks their leg skiing, what does some moron always say? Oh, you know, it's always the last run of the day. What other fucking run would it be? Who's the guy with the compound fracture? I'm just going to go up one more time. Bob, your leg's on backwards. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to go out and end on this note. I'm going back up. Sure, it won't be the big hill. It'll be the bunny hill. You'll see. I'm not going to end it on this note. It won't be the last run of the day, you sons of bitches. Hey, you guys have been great. I've been Jackie Flynn. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good night. God bless. Thank you. Merry Christmas.